welcome to day 20 of this Advent series. Today I'll be making a card that is inspired by Lyndall Higgins. Again, I hope my pronunciation is right. So Lyndall Higgins is one clean and simple card maker who really knows to use dies, and she always wows me with the way she uses her dies. And she's a really kind and friendly person, so check out her blog at lyndallhiggins.blogspot.com. That is the card that I'm inspired by today. I'm inspired by the way she used the panels, the washi tape, and the alphabet dies to create a sentiment. And I just want to show you, sometimes I do draw sketches. So I have a sketchbook because I go by train to work every day, and I try to do some sketches in the train. And I'm using two different paper pads. The one is the My Girl from American Crafts, and the other one is something with deer, Darling Deer from Studio Calico. And I chose a blue and a green pattern because Lyndall always uses very bold colors. No, not always, but often. And I wanted to use some bold colors as well. And so I covered the entire front of the card with the blue paper. And I wanted to create a bookmark in shape of a gift card. So it's something like a gift card holder, the card as well. But it's not a gift card, it's a bookmark. So this is the bookmark, and I'm using Frost from Purple Onion Designs, which is a tiny penguin with a scarf. Very cute little bird. So I used my Memento ink because, like always, I will be using my markers. And I stamped him on some white cardstock. But while the Memento dried, I decided to create the background on that bookmark. And I wanted to have a snowflake behind him, cut out from a panel of washi tape. So I lined up my washi tape and then run that through my die cut machine. So there's the little snowflake. And the snowflake will have some washi tape as a background. And I tried to pick a light green and a blue as well, or more like an aqua color, to match the colors of the papers that I used. And this is more like a mint color, and I decided to tear the mint washi tape part to have some more interest and some more texture on that little bookmark. And then I adhered the little snowflake to my bookmark. Today Ares is chatting with us. It's not Apple, it's Ares. I think he wants to play, but Apple is sleeping on the sofa, so he has nobody to play. I cut the excess washi tape off, and then I started to color my little Frost. I used 3 different shades of grey. And again, I started with the darkest color and tried to imagine where the shadows would be. Then I went in with the mid-tone grey and blended that in very well. And then I added the highlights by using the lightest grey color. And then I went in again to have a little more shadows. And I like to color this little penguin. It's so much fun with the greys. I used some cool grey colors. And then I wanted to have a little yellow at his belly and on his beak. And of course some aqua again, because the yellow was very close to the green color that we have on the card, and so we needed the aqua to have matching colors on the image. And that was just some quick coloring. And when I had colored him in, I cut him out. And I left a little white space because the Purple Onion Designs images are not easy to cut out in a straight line, because they are kind of a sketchy drawing and they have some like brush strokes, so not easy to have a clear line to cut. So it's easier to keep the white line around the image. And I adhered that to the front of the snowflake, and then added some glossy accents to his beak, and that finished the bookmark for now. And then I wanted to create a pocket for the bookmark, just like a pocket for a gift card. And I wanted to have kind of a negative round shape, so I used my circle cutter, but not, in fact, I did not use the circle cutter. I just use it as a stencil for a round shape. And then I adhered the pocket on the very edges so the bookmark would still have enough space to be slid in. And then I added some white stitching lines. I wanted to have this panel like Lyndall had the panel with the word. She had the word click. I want to have a sentiment that says Frohes Fest, which means Merry Christmas, and Fest, which is like celebration, will be the word that I will be cutting out with the My Favorite Things by the Letters dies. So I covered one panel with the washi tape that I used for the snowflake, rounded the corners, and then I lined up the letters to have it say Fest. And when I had the letters lined up, I didn't want them to slide around, and the way I adhere them is I take a strip of washi tape and put it onto the dies from above in a very straight way. Then I cut that out with my die cutting machine, and I'm sure to keep the letters because they are beautiful, and I think I will take them for another project. But this time we will use the negative. When I put the panel into the place where it should be later, I decided that it did not pop enough, so I went for some white cardstock to be in the background and adhered that with my tape runner. And that was the way I wanted it to look like, and I used some foam adhesive to adhere the banner. And then I wanted to have the Frohes, so the happy, in some grey, but I did not have grey stickers in a grey color, in a cool grey color, just the warm grey color that I used some days ago. So I decided to use a grey marker that I used for the penguin and color in those stickers, and they have a very, well, kind of a paper surface, so it was no problem to color that in. And again, I wanted the colors to match with the image like I had colored it in. So this was why I wanted the grey, the cool grey colors. And then I adhered the Frohes, so the happy, to the front of the pocket. And then I used some basic grey magnets to make the bookmark a little more, yes, to make it more work. And there are some negative and some positive magnets in there, so make sure to take two that fit together. And I tried to peel off the backing sheet, but I couldn't get it off, so I was not sure if there was any sticky adhesive, so I used some glossy accents to adhere that to the inside of the magnet. And later I found out there is a sticky background, so I just could not peel the backing sheet off. Maybe I should have tried harder. And maybe you saw how I attached the magnets. I got one magnet in place, then let the magnets flick together. They are very strong, and then adhered it to the other side of the card just to make sure the places where the magnets are would meet later. And then I tried to make that match, rounded the corners, and then I used some very tiny, like, what is it called, rhinestones? And I guess they are made for nail art, and I'm not using any nail art. I'm not the girly kind of person, so I just used them for my crafty projects. So this finished the card for today. I hope you got inspired, and make sure to visit Lyndall's blog, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.